Echoes in apartment 6B. Leah Marlowe moved into apartment 6B on a gray, wind-stilled afternoon in early spring. The city hummed with traffic, but the old building stood like a forgotten corner time. Peeling paint, flickering hallway lights, and the faint scent of mildew baked into the walls. She was 29, a digital archivist by trade, quiet by nature, after a brutal breakup and a few too many sleepless nights. This move was supposed to be her reset, a new start. The building manager, Mr. Carroll, handed her the keys without much ceremony. He was a wiry man with a glassy stare and a tendency to mumble. When Leah asked about the previous tenant, he hesitated. "They left in a hurry," he said. "Didn't leave a number. Some people just drift." That first night, as Leah unpacked the last of her boxes, she heard voices through the wall, faint, muffled, and distant. She figured it was the TV next door, but then she froze. One voice stood out. It was hers. Not like an echo, more like a delayed playback. She stopped moving, held her breath, and said aloud, "Hello?" From the other side of the wall, a half second before she spoke the word, her own voice answered, "Hello?" She shook it off. A glitch, maybe. Old pipes? The building was ancient. She turned up some music, made tea, and tried to let it go. But the next night, it happened again. This time, it wasn't just one word. It was a full sentence. Her voice, coming from apartment 6A, predicting what she was going to say before she even opened her mouth. She tried recording it, held her phone to the wall, and spoke random phrases. But on playback, there was nothing, just silence, or static. The next morning, Leah confronted Carol in the lobby. "No one's lived in 6A for months," he said. "That unit's locked up. Been chained from the inside since the last girl vanished." Vanished? That night, Leah stood by the wall and whispered again. The voice came back, clearer now. "Don't go to the basement, Leah. He's not finished with it yet." She hadn't said that, ever, but the voice was still hers. It was starting to know her name. Unable to let it go, Leah started digging. City records, building plans, anything she could find. She discovered the basement had been sealed off since a fire in 1974. No blueprints existed, just an old photo from decades ago. The lower floor blackened by smoke, a single door barely visible in the corner. One night, she found a janitor's keyring in the laundry room, rusted, cold to the touch. She went down. The basement was a graveyard of forgotten furniture and mold-rotted boxes. Her flashlight flickered as she stepped deeper into the dark. At the far end, behind a collapsed shelving unit, she found it, a metal door newer than the rest. Reinforced, bolted. The doorknob was ice cold. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. A call from an unknown number. She answered. It was her own voice. "You're too late. You already opened it." She turned back. The door was open. Inside, she found a sterile chamber. Clean, bare, a single chair, a camera pointed directly at it. Along the wall, shelves lined with videotapes. Most were scratched out, labeled with names and dates. She found one resting on the chair. It read, "Leah, April 17th. Today's date." She slid into the player and watched. There she was, on screen, sitting in that very room. Same clothes, same posture, same haunted eyes. "If you're watching this," the video Leah said, "then I'm already gone. There's no stopping it." The apartment. 6A, the voice. It's not an echo. It's a recording. A what comes next. A loop. A trap. Upstairs. Footsteps. Someone was walking through her apartment. She rushed up the stairs two at a time, her breath ragged, her key shaking in the lock. Inside, the walls pulsed with the voice now, screaming things she hadn't said. Desperate, angry, panicked. She kicked open the door to 6A. There was no furniture, no walls, just space, a dark, reflective cube stretching endlessly. In the center, a single mirror faced her apartment. Leah stepped forward. Her reflection stared back. It blinked, smiled, and spoke, without her lips moving. "Now it's your turn to echo." Her body locked up. She tried to scream. Nothing came out. Her reflection walked forward. Leah stayed still. And then there was only silence. 3 weeks later, the new tenant moved into 6B. Young guy named Eli, fresh out of grad school, said he liked the vintage feel of the place. The building manager smiled, handed him the keys. "You're lucky," he said. "This one just opened up." That night, Eli brushed his teeth in the dim, humming bathroom light. The apartment was quiet. Still, then a whisper from the wall. His own voice. "Don't check the mirror." "Not yet." He froze. But he did. The mirror didn't show his reflection. Instead, it showed a woman, pale, her eyes wide. She looked directly at him and said, "You can still leave, but you won't." None of us did. The screen glitched, warped, cut to black. Then one last sound. A faint, garbled voice. His voice. "If you're hearing this, I didn't make it out.